This guy tried to destroy the pyramids. And let me explain. Have you ever noticed that when looking at the pyramids of Giza in Egypt, one of them seems to have a giant slash down the middle of it? Like the whole thing is a pretty significant gap? Well, that was caused by this guy, Al-Aziz Uthman, who was the son of Saladin. And yes, we're talking about that legendary Muslim figure, Saladin. You see, after his father's death, Al-Aziz took over as the Sultan of Egypt. And it seems that while he was ruling Egypt, he got into his head the idea that he needed to dispose of the pyramids. So over the course of around 8 months or so, teams of laborers would work around the clock trying to take stones out of the pyramids in order to be able to disassemble the entire thing.
What?
But after 8 months, they barely made any progress as they were only able to pull out like 1 to 2 stones a day. And the stones that they did pull would end up falling into the sand, which in turn was a nightmare to try and get out, just making even more work in the first place. It was such a waste of time, energy, and resources that in the end, he just called the entire thing off, and now we have that gash.
Some guys are just evil. What do you think? No, here. Is this a gospel subscripted story here?
Jadi ang jaga baik-baik pakai tersebut ya soalnya
Okay, did you see that? It's like it just disappeared or something. What happened?
Amanah ya memberikan paket tersebut kepada bikin anak ini gitu menghindari si kurir tersebut.
Is this witchcraft or magic or what? Who knows?
I mean, doesn't the
Who knows
Quran
the
say that men
comment
have
section?
authority over women?
Well, don't they? I mean, according to your own narrative, men have been running the show. The feminists are asking for their so-called rights from who exactly? Okay, if you didn't have what you call patriarchy, then what you would have is a hell on earth for women. Because clearly, women do not have the power to coerce men, to force men, to make men deal with them this way or that way. If you're out somewhere and a man starts to chat you up and you don't want to be chatted up, what do? You tell him, I have a boyfriend, I'm married, and he goes away. You have to conjure up an imaginary man to get him to back off, because 9 times out of 10, only a man can keep another man in check, because men are inherently more dangerous than women. Instead of patriarchy, replace that word with bodyguard. What makes more sense? For you to be my bodyguard or for me to be your bodyguard? Who do you think is more capable of protecting who? From who? If men didn't protect women, who would? Why, men would do
Everything is
whatever
apparently here.
they want. And isn't your bodyguard responsible for you?
And this guy's just
Shouldn't you
spitting
listen to him
logic.
if he says, for example, don't go here, don't go there, or let's take this route instead of that route because it's safer? Isn't that authority? But he's doing it for you. Would you
Everything is
feel
allegedly, as you
resentment
said,
about that
apart
authority?
from now.
That's irrational.
This is logic
Look, you
used by
cannot
excuses.
dismiss the importance of
And logic is
physicality,
painful.
human physicality. We're physical beings. Technology does not level the field the way you think it does. And if you were walking in the street by yourself late at night and you see a man coming towards you, which one of the two of you is more likely to be afraid? Who's going to be scared of who? But see, you in the West have confused this. The feminists have confused this. The power imbalance. That literal physical power imbalance. That imbalance in the ability to coerce and exert force and to be violent. It's just a fact and a reality of the power imbalance between men and women. But your culture is in love with power. It's in love with force. It's in love with violence. So to you, whoever has the greater capacity for violence, whoever has the greater capacity for being dangerous, then that person is better. The one who can exert his will is better. Whoever has the power to force people to do something is better. And whoever is weaker is less. It's because you admire power so much, and you admire force, and you admire the ability to coerce, that you find yourself resenting that men have authority over women, or the idea, the concept of men having authority over women, because you think it's unfair. You think that women are being deprived
Joe,
But remove that
all those
authority
supporting
and see how
the
deprived you
feminism movement out there,
remove that authority and you will be
here's
in
the hard
danger.
pill that you
will
have
be
to swallow. Logic,
deprived of your
it's painful,
safety.
but this facts,
You'll be
man.
deprived of your security, your freedom, and maybe your life. You invent this concept of equality, and treat it as sacred, and you believe in it religiously, with religious devotion, and you demand that everyone believes in it, and no one can dare doubt the reality and the holy truth of the concept of equality, even though all evidence that you are exposed to on a daily basis disproves that concept. So you'll make fun of us and you'll look down on us and you'll insult our intelligence for believing in something that you say we don't have any proof for. Meanwhile, you're believing in something for which all of the proof that exists disproves it. You see how incoherent your thinking process is?
So this man's saying that he don't got to use no credit card or nothing to pay for this water right here. Oh, I got my, okay, thank you. Whoa, wait a minute.
Shave it all off. Doctor is empty.
What barcode? Hold on.
What is this, man?
Wait a minute.
Yo,
Eating those is a really
issue, so I highly recommend you not eating raw tadpoles.
in China.
Hey,
Yo, is this a ghost house?
no me dice.
Ghosts or jails or what?
No, pero si estaban abriendo ahorita bien feos, ahorita
Oh my god.
no manches, no ¿no quieres que no? Ay, no te
What was that a ghost, man?
Ay, no. Ay, no, sí. Se pasaste la otra, te agarré no.
Yo, you know the dog is scared. It might be a ghost, man. Or sorry, it's a hoax.
Es todo morirte día de muertos a celebrar la que este año, tío.
No, porque aquí dice.
There may be some strings that we may not see.
Mira, usanos. No man, que ya me quiero dedicar. Es patas ahorita.
Is this real? What do you think? Please share your thoughts in the comment section.
¿Se sintió?
Real or what?
Ay, no, padrísimo.
Oh my.
Abuelita, ya venía muy avanzado, estoy consolidando.
So if it's real, then it's really creepy, man. You can't imagine something like that happening in your house.
La boca
Some crazy shit happening all over.